Hey, we're coming to you live. This is not live. Cut.
We live right now.
They call me Spook though. It's me. I always uplift, I never talk down on her. She's such a queen, man, I gotta put a crown on her. She need a ring, we together till we down under. Why she ain't married yet, the only thing that I wonder. You got your own house, and you working. Celebrate that, baby, you deserve it. Whether you got good hair or need to put a perm in. Celebrate that, baby, you deserve it. You deserve that shit, you deserve that shit. New promotion at the job. You deserve that shit, you deserve that shit. You deserve that shit. And just got a new car. You deserve that shit.
What's up, YouTube family? Welcome back to our channel. I'm JJ. This is my beautiful wife,
Jarita.
Yeah.
Wait. Before we even get into that, please make sure you subscribe to our channel, like, comment, and share, and make sure you also turn those post notifications on. That way, anytime we post, you guys will be notified.
For those of y'all who didn't see our last video, we actually talked about when we had a false positive where the doctor told us we were pregnant and we weren't. So that was really a traumatic experience for us. So we just want to kind of pick up from that story and then go into, what we got to the next couple of steps. Yeah. So basically, anybody that know anything about the IVF process, it's really expensive. So that was our ultimate goal, to get to that point where we could go ahead and do IVF. Those of you who don't know what IVF is basically it's called in vitro fertilization. And basically the process is they take my sperm and her eggs and they fertilize it, and then they take the embryos created from that process and implant it in her uterus. So
Good job, baby.
I think did I do that right?
Yeah, you did
Okay.
very good.
Yeah, so that's like what IVF is. And, a lot of families try to do it. A lot of people don't do it because they can't afford it. So that was our end goal. So before that, they tried to, get my wife sugars on point or whatever. So
Yeah, well, actually, before that too, they were getting my blood sugars under control, like we said multiple times. But before we actually even did the IVF, we tried other things. They put me on this medicine called Clomid, which we did I did that for 5 cycles. No, I did that for 4 cycles, actually, because you can only do 6 cycles of the Clomid. Clomid is another form of a fertility drug. And I've heard that, I actually know a lady, so it does work for some women. The Clomid actually only made me ovulate. But you would think that once it made me ovulate, you'd be like, oh, okay, my foot's in the door. But we needed a little more boost. So after that didn't work, I didn't want to take it all the way to the 6th cycle. I was like, no, we need to go ahead and try the IVF. So that's actually how we got to that point.
yeah. So getting to the IVF, so we was excited, because that was like the ultimate goal, because we knew, that would be the best chance for us to actually get pregnant. So we was hyped once the doctors cleared us to go and, start the process. So starting the process, we knew it was gonna be thousands and thousands of dollars. So obviously somebody like me who, been doing music, and somebody that was investing in myself, I kind of took a break from everything that I was doing to focus on saving up this money for IVF, which I knew was gonna, cost a pretty penny. So so once we got to the point where we was ready to start, of course we had to pay that bread, had to cough up them bands. So it was really exciting. Obviously, we know we were spending like really just about all the money we had. We was excited because we knew what was about to take place.
Yeah, and spending all the money we had, like he's not exaggerating. Like at that point, I would give anything to get pregnant. So it was just no question. If they say, oh, we need $1 million, I was going to come up with that $1 million. Like, that's the point I was at of trying to get pregnant. It was just so crazy to me. So
yeah. So after that, we we, you know, they gave us all the steps that we had to do. So before we even start the process, it was all this medicine that she had to take, and I actually had to take some as well for a little while, but she had to take most of the medicine.
Well, before we even did that with the medicine, like I said, first they did the Clomid, then they said Clomid got me ovulating, so we had to do time intercourse. Then after, it was like, okay, that didn't work. Because also you have to think, okay, it's time intercourse, so you think it's supposed to be fun and whatever, but which it was. But it's like you on a schedule, so your mind is like, no, you got to do this now. Like, babe, I'm not playing with you. Let's go. I got to get back to work. Like, different things. So that can be a little hectic, you know. And she doesn't know what we talk about, by the way, you know. She don't understand none of this.
Yeah, and also too that you bring that up, we tried the time, and of course, then after that we did a what's the thing we did before the IVF? The
What it just did I cannot think, but
I can't think of the process.
It's just well, I mean, you could just explain what it is. We cannot remember the name, but they took my husband's. That's when you talking about when they took your sperm.
They took my sperm and tried to.
They just injected it in me with the needle, and I had to.
I can't think of what it's called.
I had to lay upside down, and once we find out what it is, because we're gonna look it up, we're gonna try to put it up here for you guys.
Yeah, we're gonna edit it and put it at the bottom of the video.
You gonna tell them we're gonna edit it? What?
Yeah, we're gonna edit it and put it at the bottom of the video.
But I actually forgot about that. Yes, and I had to lay on the table for a couple of hours, just to see if it would take then.
Long story short, that ain't work.
Yeah, we did multiple things.
That ain't work either. So anyway, yeah, that ain't work.
You wanna go play?
Whatever that was, that ain't work. And then what else? So the medicine itself costed over $2,000. So we had to get the medicine first, and it was so much medicine that she had to take that I had to and it was on a time basis, so I had to go to her job and give her a shot, like on a break, or either, you know, going to the office, give her a shot while she at work. Like, it was crazy. Like, we was doing all that, and
it got to the point too where my coworkers, they would be like, "Oh, JJ's here to give you a shot." We had this routine. Like, I was not playing with them. I didn't even care. Like, I could have a customer at the counter. Somebody else had to come take over because he had to give me this medicine, and I was not playing.
Yeah, so, and she wasn't playing with me to make sure I was there on time and make sure she get her medicine. So
exactly.
But yeah, the medicine was so expensive, and then like after that, we had to take that for a while. So, you know, once we went back to the doctor, they finally said we was ready to take a shot at it. So then we go to the they give us a date to come to the doctor's office to do our round of IVF, and that round would be where they take her. They would take what, baby? They take your eggs, right?
Oh no, you gotta the egg retrieval. Yes, okay. That's the part you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yes, we had to do the egg retrieval. At that time I had 16 eggs.
So we left 7.
It's egg retrieval day.
16 eggs.
Can't wait.
Tired as hell.
I'm so excited. 16
If I
eggs.
didn't know what I was doing, everything would be dead when we sold it.
Yeah, so we went. Hold up. So we went to do the egg retrieval, and then they took my sperm, right?
They took your sperm. No, they took your sperm first. They didn't take your sperm. They tested it. Remember, they tested it so they could tell you like if it was good or not and what the levels
Yeah, I
were.
remember all that.
Yeah, I did the egg retrieval and then they did your sperm. You did yours, I think, like a day later or something, because we came back. We went back to the office.
About to get you people my sperm though. Look at this shit. Once they did the egg retrieval, they told us we had how many eggs?
16.
Yeah. So she had 16 eggs. So they called and told us we had 16 eggs. We were hyped.
Yeah, I was actually super excited.
We were lit.
Morning. Okay, so yesterday we did our egg retrieval at 6:30 in the morning, and today it is actually 10 o'clock now, and I'm just checking my phone, and they just sent me a message saying that yesterday 16 eggs were retrieved. Of these, 15 were suitable for attempt for fertilization. Today they observed that 9 have fertilized. 9. What you think? So we are super excited because, you know, that's a good amount. I was so nervous. I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. I check my phone like every 5 minutes. What you think?
Alright, so we just waiting on Friday.
Oh yeah, Friday is the transfer day to get these babies in there. I'm nervous because I'm like, what if like they split into twins, like a lot of them?
Nah.
I just want like,
Nope.
you know.
Nope. No split. Nope. One at a time.
Y'all don't understand how excited I am.
We lit.
Yes.
16 eggs. Okay.
But
Let's go.
then only 9 fertilized.
Yeah, so we had nine fertilized.
Yeah.
So we was hot. We like, yo, we got 9 embryos. Like, what's up? You know what I mean?
Tell them what I thought.
So
though.
she thought they were gonna put all 9 embryos in her at one
I
time.
told y'all, like, I wanted some kids so bad.
She
I thought
asked
that
the
they were
doc-
gonna put all 9
She asked
in.
the doctor, is they gonna put all 9 on her at the same time?
She's like, ma'am, that's not safe.
I'm like, no, sir. No, sir. She trying to be octo mom and all that. I was like, no,
I
sir.
was ready.
So I was like, yo, nah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's just saying no.
One at a time, one at a time, one at a time. One at a time. Came to a point where we had 9 eggs that was fertilized, but only 5 of them were a good enough grade to be transplanted.
Yeah.
So when it all broke down to it, we started with 16 eggs, and then 9 of them got fertilized, but only 5 of them were good enough to transplant.
Yeah.
So we started off with 5 good embryos. 5 good embryos. It was a big conversation and a big debate between myself, my wife,
and the
doctor about how many embryos should we implant at one time. I was always the mindset of 1 at a time. For one, I was just like thinking, hey, look, my wife, she already diabetic, she high risk. Let's just do 1 at a time so we can, you know, see how this process go. Hopefully everything be safe, and then we good.
Yeah, my mind's not.
She
good
was like,
that.
put as many as y'all can in there.
Yeah. Yes, because I wanted to get the whole, like, I'm not gonna say the whole experience. I wanted like as many chances possible to make this work. Like
Right.
as far as the first time, you know what I'm saying? Like it's good. But him and my doctor are like, Miss Cook, calm down.
We decided to go with 1 embryo. So they give us a date to come back to do the actual, you know, procedure where they put the embryo into my wife's uterus. So, of course, you know we lit. So.
Good morning. Today is December the 14th, and we are on our way to do our transfer. We're on our way to do our transfer. They told us to be there at 8:30, but we need to be there. They told us to be there at 8:30, but it starts at 9. So we gotta drink, or not we, I have to drink a lot of water so I can have a full bladder. That's a little annoying because my stomach hurts. But other than that, we're so excited.
Got the transfer today. So, yeah.
We're
I
excited.
know this ain't traffic, yo.
Oh my God.
Man, what the...
Can we veer off? Can we go off? Because there is traffic.
You know what I'm saying? We still have to go through the other tunnel.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Okay, so now I'm pissed off because we're in traffic, and this is crazy. When you're trying to do something good, that's when bad stuff happens. It is never traffic anytime we're going to any appointment or anything.
We gotta end this video because you gotta call them.
Yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.
We get to the doctor, we get to the office super early. Like, we had to be there like 6 o'clock in the morning. So we hike, we get there hella early, and you know, they dress us up, put us in you know, all the surgery stuff. And after that, you know, when we get to the doctor and they actually do the procedure, it was pretty much a weight game to see if it actually worked or not. So once, you know, we did the procedure, whatever, we all excited after the procedure's over. So finally, one day, I think we had one car at the time, so my wife had, you know, dropped me off at work or whatever. So it came the time for us to actually get the results and know if, you know, if everything was good or not. So hold on.
I think he has to go have a side conversation with her.
So yeah, my wife, she you know, she come pick me up from work or whatever. So, you know, she called me, let me know she outside. So I go outside to you know, go to the car, get ready to leave. So I noticed she crying. So I'm like, what's wrong with you? Like, what's going on? And she was just bawling, like.
Yeah, I was trying not to cry, but I was so devastated. Like, I had to get out because you had to drive. Like, I couldn't even drive home. Did I tell you in the car? I told you in the car?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I remember. Okay, yeah, I told you in the car, and then I was crying all the way home. And he was just trying to comfort me and telling me, like, it'll be okay. We're going to do it again. She's watching basketball.
But yeah, so she basically was crying because the doctor called and said it didn't work.
Yeah, and mind you too, like, I was upset because I just knew that it had worked. I actually had planned like this big surprise for him at home. I had like rose petals everywhere, like a whole bunch of stuff. And then when it didn't work, it was so crazy because right before they called, I had already had the stuff set up. So when he would come home, he would find out and it would be nice or whatever. So I didn't have a chance to even take it down because I was already on my way to go get him. So I literally didn't find out until I was like almost at his job. And I was just so upset. And then when I came inside, I had to take all the stuff down. It was crazy. I was crying the whole day. I was crying on his shoulder at night and everything.
Yeah, so I just kept telling her, like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're going to try it again. We're going to try it again. Now, girl, what are you doing?
She
You drooling?
like a spit. But yeah, like my husband said, we were really upset. Well, I was really, I know he was upset too, but I was very like emotional, could not control myself. And I got to the point where I just didn't think it would ever work. And I also always been open to like a surrogate, adoption, whatever, because I just wanted to be a mother. So I'm telling him all the things. I'm like, hey, this didn't work. Now I need to look up how much it is for this and to do this. He was like, nah, babe, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna, it's gonna happen. So
She called mama.
I know.
So yeah, so I just kept telling. She was like devastated. So of course, I was upset as well, but I trying to stay strong. You know what I mean, for my wife or whatever, because she was a mess. So I just reassured her that, hey, look, don't worry about it. We're gonna keep trying. We're gonna keep trying. Now, mind you, we just spent thousands of dollars on this IVF cycle and it didn't work. So we had to do it again. So it's just like, it was a by any means necessary kind of situation where it was like, I gotta make this happen. You know what I mean? We gotta make this happen. I definitely gotta make it happen for her, because it was just so devastating to get that news that it didn't work. And we had waited all this time to get to this point, only to be told that, it didn't work. So, hey.
How you call mommy, but then you get over here and you want dad?
So, we just,
She wants you.
that was like a tough time. So, but yeah, that was like, that topped the fact when we found out, when we had that false positive. This news right here was like,
Okay, babe.
up to this point, the worst news.
She wants her daddy.
Up to this point was the worst news that we received during this whole process. So yeah, it was crazy.
I just want to say that anybody who is trying to conceive, just keep trying. Just keep trying. Like I said, there's other things out there, or other options as far as adoption, being a surrogate, or getting a surrogate. So just keep praying.